YouTube, Electric Avengers here with another package in the mail from the UK, from an eBay listing. I believe the seller is actually another YouTuber called Shaz. He's been downsizing part of his collection for the new room that he's moving into and just optimising what he actually has as his core collection. He always starts his items at 99p, and I got all three of these for 99p each, so I feel a little guilty because they're another YouTuber, but that's what they were listed at. Now one of them is a repeat, even though I haven't actually shown it because it's in another pickup that came in while I was waiting for the console that these run on to arrive, which I'll do. So I'll do it separately and I won't do the gameplay on that one, I'll do the gameplay on this one. And the reason why there's a repeat is this one is a box copy and it's a shoot 'em up. So the first one, so it's for the Famicom and it's Image Fight by IRM. I haven't played it yet. I actually believe I have the game out over there cleaned, ready to go, but it looks quite respectable. So for the Famicom, I mainly will be collecting the shoot 'em ups and the games that you can also get on the MSX, just to do comparisons. The cartridge is in excellent condition. It doesn't have a top label, but not all Famicom cartridges do. Looks very interesting. I'm quite looking forward to playing that one. And it's nice to have a box copy because I would like for the shoot 'em ups to get a box copy of each of them where possible. Obviously some are going to be more expensive than others, so I may end up with some loose ones as well. Now here's another one. I believe it's another shoot 'em up. It does got cheating looking on the back, it does. I know nothing about the game. As I said, I only put low bids on these, so I wasn't expecting you to get them. So this one's called Voltron. I've never heard of this game before. By Toe Animation, so you say that? Well, it hints that it might be a 3D type one, but when you look on the back, it looks like it's a side-scrolling one. Looks very interesting. Looking forward to seeing what that one plays like. Open him up. So the Image Fight didn't have a manual. That really doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy. Cartridge, box. And cartridge in decent condition and box. If the manual's missing, it's not going to kill anything to me. So the cartridge is in good nick once again. As usual, Famicom doesn't have the top label. The label's in excellent condition. Just keyboard a bit and we can have a quick look at the manual. Any screenshots in there? Oh yeah, there's a little bit. So it's got some characterizations of some of the enemies in there. So it looks like we can have a very shoot 'em up video. Now third one, possibly a shoot 'em up as well. So all these are in excellent condition considering the age of the system. I mean, maybe these Famicom boxes being smaller survive better. So we have Gemos, maybe? Cartoon style, I think. Now this one is a into the screen 3D one. Quite interesting how that works out. A bit like a Space Harrier, maybe. I mean, or just over the surface of the planet into the screen. Once again, have not looked at any gameplays of these, so other than Image Fight, I have a rough idea what Image Fight is about because I've got it for other systems. So this one includes the little safety leaflet as well, and instructions. About half is going to do the thing. Looks really good. And the cartridge, really nice condition. Focus, Nintendo label on there, logo. There we go. Oh, gets it for a second. by Wixel Corporation and ASCII Corporation. So Wixel, obviously the author, and ASCII the sub-publisher. So 3 shoot 'em ups for the Famicom, and it'll make our first proper pick up and play specifically for the Famicom. So let's go give those games a go. Okay, sorry, second time doing this. Rule: always make sure you've pressed record. Okay, so reverse order. This is the game I did last time. So this is GMOS. Quite an interesting looking, you know, 3D Space Harrier-like game. So we have 2 modes of play. I haven't tried out mode B. I'll just do the mode I did the first time when I tried it. So it's some intro music, no auto fire or anything like that. Then you have ground targets, which you attack with one of the 5 buttons. And then flying targets, which you need to work out the perspective of. And it looks like things start on the ground, so the more ground targets you can get, the further you'll get in the game. Oh, I died again already. I did much better the first time. So it's got pretty good graphics. This is, you know, something you wouldn't think the Famicom, this hardware, would be particularly good at. So, and then I do really badly. All right, we'll have another go because that was pretty pathetic. There's not a lot of variety in the music. You just get this bit of an intro thing. Okay, my playing abilities have died. Now, as with all these sort of games, it can be very difficult to judge your perspective. Main thing is to make sure you dodge the fire. I don't know whether there's also an MSX version of this game, but it is, you know, produced by ASCII Corporation, so there is the possibility. Now, as I go through Famicom games, I will try and do a, you know, a comparison to the MSX game as well. Here we go, once again. I think I did it in the red bit in the centre. There we go, once you do it the first one as well, so then you go on to the next stage, so you get different colour palette, and it gets a bit harder. Alright, we've had a couple of goes of that, we've got to move on to the next one. So next we have Baltron. Well, using my new camera, I need do need to press the wrong button again. I did this last time. So that's the special warp escape thing. I don't know what it does for you. It's very just Defender-esque. You can't turn around though, so you only progress in one direction, but you have a radar scanner, and things do actually come up behind you. You notice both bombing and shooting, there will be targets that come up on the scanner that are ground targets. We do have fuel that we're gradually going through up the top there. It's not a bad looking game. There we go, there's a ground target. So that got us a bit of fuel. Some of them explode themselves or shoot up, like ground stations, they shoot up bullets at you. There we go. Now we're into the cabin bit. I died horribly the first time I did this. You can't run into the edges. Oops, looking in the wrong spot. Let's see if we can get a bit further than I got last time. So it just sends up like a bubble thing. I'm sure you're supposed to get those ones on the top, but anyway. Got some different enemies. So I have absolutely no idea what the warp does for you, but it's an interesting little game. I'll leave it at that, or I'll wear my hand out with all that firing. Let's go on to the last game. Hey, I adjusted the camera angle. Used a couple more hue cards. Always great for angling cameras. Right, now we have Image Fight, which is I have played on the PC Engine, speaking of hue cards. No options, just 1 or 2 players. This game is quite hard. You've got to be really on your toes. It's probably one that I need an arcade stick for, the Famicom for. You don't have rapid fire. It's very pattern orientated. So it's one where you need to memorise, how the enemies are going to come out. And it's not easy. You stretch the imagination. Now, my first sidecar thing. And you just got to be on your toes, and you've got to remember how each one of the different enemies shoots. So pushed all the way back to the start. Oops, forgot that one. So we'll just get our sidecar again. And remember how these ones shoot. Got it before I shot that one. I'm actually to a point, so if I die now, this is where I'll come back to. There seems to be no definite markers, but it doesn't send you all the way back, but it can get a little frustrating this game because it is quite hard. Things come at you quite low like that. You've got to totally keep an eye on the bullets, and there we go, there's a new firing pattern which is quite hard to avoid. At least we're only going to be I better do a bit more. So it's, obviously not as good as the PC Engine version, but it does a surprisingly good job considering, the limitations of the system. So careful with those ones. I'm not even showing any of the special bits of this game because I can't seem to get it. I got further the last time I did this. I haven't played the PC Engine one for a little while, so I've got that to practice. These ships are just so damn hard. Alright, I'm not going to be... Oh, we must use up all our lives. One more go. Listen out on. Shoot him up harness. The wrong way again. Anyway, it is actually a really good game. I'm not doing it justice at the moment, although I really do need an auto fire, so probably best playing it on the PC Engine at the moment. But on the Famicom, excellent version, also available on NES under the same name. Not sure about the other two games, and I may be mistaken, but there may even be an image fight on the MSX, and I said I will try, and where I have the MSX version of a Famicom game, I'll show them the window just to do a little bit of comparison at some stage during the footage. Yeah, it's a lot easier in the demo here when you're powered up a little bit. Even the computer dies. Alright, well thank you for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all next time.